මෙතන දැන් පස්සට මේ උදේ තේරුම් අරගන්න මෙතන අපි දේශපාලන පක්ෂ පමණක් නෙමෙයි ආණ්ඩුව කියනවා නම් ඔන්න මේ විපක්ෂ ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා හැමදාම කතාව කරනවා කියලා එහෙම නැහැ. මෙතන බලන්න ලෝ ඒෂියා සංවිධාන අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්නවා. කොමන්වෙල්ත් ලෝයර්ස් ඇසෝසියේෂන් ඉන්නවා. අපේ නීති සංගමය BSL ඉන්නවා. කොළඹ හයිකෝර්ට් ලෝ ඇසෝසියේෂන් ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේ පාල මට්ටමේ ඉන්න නීති මේ අධිකරණය මැජිස්ට්‍රේට්ස් මේ දිස්ත්‍රික් 65 දෙනෙක් රැස් වෙලා මේ ආණ්ඩුව කරන ක්‍රියාවලට විරුද්ධව එගිරලා ඉන්නවා. ඒ නිසා මේක මේ දේශපාලන වැඩක් පමණක් නෙවෙයි රාජ්‍ය ආරක්ෂකගේ වැඩක්. තේරුම් අරගන්න. අපි කවුරුත් මේ ආණ්ඩුවේ කොටස්කාරය නෙවෙයි. ඒක වෙන්න තෝරන්නේ නැහැ. අවුරුදු 3ක් බලා ඉන්නවා ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හැබැයි රාජ්‍ය කොටස්කාරය අපි. මම මෙතනම කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. අපිට ගන්න බෑ ඒක. රාජ්‍ය ආරක්ෂකගේ වැඩ පිළිවෙලක් මේක. හරස් වෙන්න ඕනේ. රාජ්‍ය ආයතන තමයි මේ ආයතනය. අධිකරණය. ඒ නිසා අධිකරණය අපි අපිට කරලා යන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා මේ වැඩ කරනවා අපි. ඒ නිසා මේක තේරුම් අරගන්න. අනිත් එක ආණ්ඩුවට ඇයි මේ දික්කිරීමේ කාර්යසීම දික්කිරීමේ උපනාව තියෙන කියන්නේ කාරණාව දැන් මේ අවස්ථාවේදී හොරකම් සොරකම් සම්බන්ධව විශාල චෝදනා රාශියක් ආණ්ඩුවේ ඉන්න මැති ඇමතිවරුන්ට විරුද්ධව එල්ල වෙලා තියෙනවා නේද? තියෙනවා නේද? පොලිසිය තියෙනවා, CID තියෙනවා, කොමිෂම තියෙනවා, හැමතැනම තියෙනවා. අපි විමර්ශ කරන්න. ඒ කරන්න වෙනවද ආණ්ඩුවට? එතකොට ආණ්ඩුවට රිදෙයි. ඒකට තමයි දැන් බේත් දා ගන්නවා. එච්චරයි. කොහොමද? ඔව් උත්පෝෂණයක් කරන්නේ. යන්නේ. සිතරනේ තියන්නේ. මැති ඇමතිවරු ඉන්නවා. ඒ සිතරනේ තියන්නේ ඉතින්. නෑ නෑ ඕනතර ඉන්නවා. ඒ සිතරයි තියන්නේ.
இன்றைய தினம் எதிர்க்கட்சி தரப்பினர்கள் வந்து அனைவருமே கௌரவத்துக்குரிய எதிர்க்கட்சி தலைவர் சஜித் பிரேமதாஸ் அவர்களின் காரியாலயத்தில் ஒரு சந்திப்பு நடந்துச்சு. அதில் முன்னாள் ஜனாதிபதி கௌரவர் ரணில் விக்ரமசிங்கே அவர்களும் வருகை தந்திருந்தார். ஒரு விஷயம் வெளிப்படையாகவே பேசுவோம். இன்றைக்கி ஜனாதிபதி அனுரகுமார திசாநாயக்கவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சரி, அவர் அரசாங்கத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சரி, ஒரு முக்கியமான முடிவெடுக்கிறதுக்கு தயாராகிட்டு இருக்காங்க. குறிப்பாக உயர் நீதிமன்றத்தில் இருக்க நீதிபதிகளின் ஆயுள் காலத்துக்கு கூட்ட பார்க்குறாங்க. இப்போ குறிப்பாக எங்கள் சமூகத்தை, அதாவது மலையக சமூகத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அவங்களுக்குள்ளார ஒரு கேள்வி இருக்கும், இது எப்படி நம்மளை பாதிக்க போகுது, இதனால எங்களுக்கு எந்த பாதிப்புமே இல்லைன்னு. நான் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்கிறேன், இது வந்து ஒரு சட்டத்துக்கு மீறின ஒரு செயல். இன்றைக்கி வந்து பார் அசோசியேஷன்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லாட்டி லா ஏஷியா குரூப்பாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லாட்டி காமன்வெல்த் லாயர்ஸ் அசோசியேஷனாக இருக்கட்டும், அனைவருமே தெளிவாக சொல்லியிருக்காங்க இப்படி பண்ணுறது சட்ட ரீதியான ஒரு தவறுன்னு. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் இந்த விஷயத்தை நாங்கள் இன்றைக்கி கொண்டு வரனால எல்லாருமே இங்கே ஒன்றா உட்காந்துருக்கனால உடனே அரசாங்கம் இதை திருப்ப பார்க்கும். அரசாங்கம் சொல்லும், இல்லை கல்வர்கள் அனைவருமே ஒன்றா உட்காந்துருக்காங்க, அவங்க எல்லாருமே பயந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க, அதனால தான் ஒன்றா கூடியிருக்காங்கன்னு. அது ஒரு தவறான விஷயம். முதன்முறையாக இந்த சம்பள பிரச்சனை அறகுறையான ஒரு தீர்வு அரசாங்கம் வழங்கும் போது அன்னைக்கு மலையகத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் மக்கள் சொன்ன விஷயம், பரவாயில்ல அறகுறை சம்பளம் தான், ஆனால் ஜனாதிபதி நல்லவர் தானே, அதனால பரவாயில்ல. அதே மாதிரி இன்றைக்கி 2 வருஷம் தாண்டி இருக்குது. 2 வருஷம் தாண்டி ஒரு வீடு கூட கட்டலை. ஒரு வீடு கட்டாமல் இருக்க போது கூட மக்கள் சொல்கிற விஷயம், வீடு கட்டலைன்னா பரவாயில்ல, ஜனாதிபதி நல்லவர் தானே, ஏன்னா அவர் அனுரகுமார திசாநாயக்க தோழராச்சு. இன்றைக்கி வாழ்க்கை செலவு கூட்டிகிட்ருக்கு, அது சம்மந்தமாக பேசினா கூட இல்லை ஆனால் ஜனாதிபதி நல்லவர் தானே. இப்படியே ஒரு இடத்துல சொல்லிகிட்டே இருந்தால் நாளைக்கு இது ஒரு சர்வதிகாரம் கொண்ட நாடாக மாறும். ஆகவே இன்றைக்கி இருக்கிற தருணத்தில் அனைவரும் உள்ளார பேச்சுவார்த்தையில் ஈடுபடும் போது இது ஒரு அரசியல் கூட்டணி கிடையாது. ஆனால் அனைவருமே தெளிவாக ஒரு விஷயத்தில் இருக்காங்க. இது வந்து வடக்கு கிழக்கில் இருக்க கட்சிகளாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லாட்டி பெரும்பான்மை சேர்ந்த கட்சிகளாக இருக்கட்டும், மலையகத்தை சேர்ந்த கட்சிகளாக இருக்கட்டும், அனைவருமே ஒன்றிணைந்து தெளிவாக சொல்கிறோம், இந்த உயர்நீதிமன்றம் சம்பந்தமாக கொண்டு வர முடிவு மிக தவறான முடிவு, ஜனநாயகத்துக்கு எதிரான முடிவு. அரசாங்கம் தயவு செய்து இந்த ஒன்றிணைந்த எதிர்க்கட்சியின் கோரிக்கையை உள்வாங்கி இதை தவிர்க்குமாறு நாங்கள் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். Yes, see, to be quite frank, I'm not a traditional politician. I always speak what I feel, and I think it's high time we recognize what is actually happening here. When you want to extend the service term of the Supreme Court judges, it's out of the norm, it's out of the judicial norm. And when that is the case, I think everybody does need to give a voice to it. Unfortunately, we have to accept the fact that after Aragalaya, there has been a political revolution and the current president came in with a large mandate. We have to accept it. And we respect the mandate. And currently the situation is, though the president enjoys the mandate, I don't think the government enjoys the same mandate. We have a constitutional council for a reason. And if the government is going to decide, no, we have 159 MPs or 152 MPs, and we are going to take this matter forward and increase the service term. Inside you have parties which represent the north and east, which represent upcountry, which represent the Muslim community, which represent the Sinhala community. As an whole, it's the entire opposition that don't see eye to eye on many matters coming together and saying that this is wrong. Now, as far as the president and his government goes, I think even media need to accept this fact. From the time they have come, I think we have to face the fact that nothing has actually happened. In terms of upcountry, absolutely zero has happened. In terms of the solutions which they promised to provide to the north and east, nothing has happened. In terms of repealing PTA, nothing has happened. In terms of bringing a new constitution, nothing has happened. Whatever promises were made, absolutely zero has been delivered. But unfortunately, the president is a great orator and a great politician. So when he speaks and he's able to communicate it to the masses or to the people believe it and they buy it and the government buys some time. However, with every instance, if the public in Sri Lanka, if they are going to say, no, it's okay, the president, we are happy with him, and they allow these sort of things to happen again and again and again, this country will turn into a dictatorship. That is where we are heading towards. And I think we have to accept the fact that there are external actors, including the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, including the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, including the Lawyers Association of Asia Pacific, who have come out and said that you cannot make these ad hoc changes. And when we bring this out as the joint opposition, immediately the media and the people, you portray us in a way where all of us are thieves, all of us are corrupt. And when in reality, if we are, let the government take action. But just because we come from a traditional political background, I am an elected member of parliament. I am trying to say that this is constitutionally wrong, and that's what everybody inside is saying. And lastly, I would also like to say, see, this is what, as a partner to the opposition party, this is what we have been saying from before the election. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe and current opposition leader Sajid Premadasa should come together. And we believe this is a good first step. And hopefully it leads on to...
What will be the conclusion of this meeting? Will they come together?
Well, that's something you have to ask both of them. Right. No, I think, see, as far as the former president goes and the current leader of the opposition goes, I feel there is sincerity and I feel they do have the same political ideology in taking the country forward. But however, I personally feel right now is a time where they have let go of personal differences and they've come together. So I don't want to make any comment on it until and unless they give a statement.
There have been several claims that Namal Rajapaksa is doing the work of the opposition leader, and yet he's also here at the meeting. Looking in regards to that.
See, I believe that when you're in the opposition, everybody has to do the work as an opposition leader. Because at the end of the day, it's a collective effort. And right now, you have to accept the fact that when the current government came in, they came in with a lot of populist policies which were not possible to deliver on, right? And when we spoke about the reality, when we said, no, the economy does not allow these things to happen, nobody believed us. But right now, people are believing us. And honestly, I think I have a humble request to the media. The government is doing a good enough job with this divide and rule with the opposition. I don't think the media should get involved in that and, do this divide and rule between Namal and Sajid and all of that. I think as far as I'm concerned, we are still far away from an election. And when an election comes, a suitable candidate will come up, which will be backed by all parties, hopefully. Thank you.
වතුකම් කරුවන්ට රුපියල් 500කින් වැඩි කරලා තියෙනවා. අසාමාන්‍ය වැඩි කිරීමක්. ඒ ගැන මොකද කියන්න තියෙන්නේ?
See, I'll be very honest with you. This estate workers are only 10% of the upcountry community. Our problems are not restricted only to wages, And second thing is, when I was the minister, we gave 2 wage increases in 2020 and 2024. But no kilos were increased. Today they have given a wage increase. Kilos have been increased. And second thing, 5 billion rupees has been allocated by the government for a subsidy. That money should have been put into the education sector in upcountry. So anyway, today's meeting is not about that, but we'll comment on it later. Thank you. Thank you.